It's not recorded.
Miss
Sorry.
Book,
Okay.
man, what she said earlier, she described it down to the T. Like, hey, I told House him, and yeah, like that trade was great. That was a great trade. That was a great
Thank
trade. All right.
you guys are gonna have to look at the videos to see what he's talking about. But we had a trade, our daily bread trade today. Yeah, you gotta look at the videos because we're gonna get into some trading today, look at some charts and stuff like that. But I saw another hand. Howard.
Yes, I just want to first, how's everybody doing? I just want to, I've just seen that the the daily bread trade, and yes, I mean I've studied market structure all for days, hours a day, I've for years. I understand it. I make money. I'm a good trader, but I need to learn that. You seeing something. I'm telling you. I'm letting you know now. You're seeing something that I that's just not there for me yet. So
Don't
I'm
worry.
in. No matter where you're going with this, I'm in. You heard me. I don't
Howard,
care where you're going with this.
that was a spiritual one.
Nah, that nah.
It was patience having its perfect work.
It could be spiritual, but I mean, and the crazy part is everything that I saw happened. Everything I saw happened, but then I didn't see what you saw happening. I didn't see it. I'm like, how is it coming all the way back down there? I would have took it back up, and it came all the way back. Man, listen, yeah, I'm in. I'm in. So my question is, yes, I'm in the advanced trader section, but
Yes.
where do we go to get under your tutelage? I mean, like under right underneath you. I mean,
But we're
so
doing the challenge first, Howard. We're doing the challenge first. Let's
okay,
get this
I get.
challenge going
Let's
first.
let's get
Let's
the
do the
challenge.
challenge
Let's
first. Okay, let's do the challenge. Let's pass
got you.
these prop firm accounts, all of this stuff. Let's do some trading. Let's do some trading. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. Rome wasn't
Okay,
built in a day, right? Right? Rome
And,
wasn't built in a day. We're
I'm
gonna
on
get
my
there.
hand.
We're gonna get there.
I had to
Let's
show him.
go.
I'm sorry. I had
Right.
to show him that video.
Hey, show me that video. I'm impressed. I'm impressed. I'm
Okay.
impressed.
Oh
That's
yeah, you wasn't with us this morning. I'm sorry.
no.
Oh,
I had a
I'm
doctor's
so
appointment
used to
this
you
morning.
being there. I'm so used to you being there. Sorry.
I had a doctor's appointment this morning, so I'm a
Okay.
little bit weak now, but I'm in.
Okay.
So that's the only day
Okay.
I miss. Now I am gonna be missing like a day here, a day there,
Nope.
maybe 2 days a
It's
week. I'm gonna
recorded,
miss.
Howard. This trading is, again, I say it all the time. Trading is meant to bring you freedom. That's the point of it. We are trying to get out of survival mode and into purpose. That is our whole point. You're going to hear that all throughout this challenge. Okay. So
Got
that's what it's all about. We want to get into our purpose. We want to do whatever that is for you. So again, however you see that, we want to get you into your purpose. We want to get you into having multiple streams of income. If trading ends up being one of them for you, great. If not, hey, that's fine as well. But we're at least giving you the opportunity to do that. Okay. All right. So if we don't
you.
have any more questions, comments, or concerns, I am going to start the session. So let me get here. I want people to put in the chat room. Of course, you know I always let you guys pick the asset we're trading. We like to pick an indice, just for those who don't know, just because they move. And in order for us to make money in the market has to move. And so if someone wants to, you guys want to put some assets, and we did what, S&P yesterday, I believe. So we want to switch off and get some new ones. I'm not going to pick because my girl, I like go, but we're gonna pick. I'm gonna somebody else pick something, and we'll go through so everybody can get a chance to see what they like to trade. As long as it's an indice metal, something like that. Something that moves, because we don't have a lot of time, and so we do want that asset that we choose to move. Okay, somebody put in NAS, somebody put in gold. We got a couple golds here. And that's not me, y'all. That's not me. Okay, that's not me. So let me get ready to get to sharing my screen. And I have to, find a way to minimize the people, but I like to see the people. So let's see here. minimize the people so I can get ready to share my screen. Let me go to my display settings. Because I have a really big screen, so if I keep it on the settings that I have it on, you guys won't see my charts well. Okay. And just if anybody sees a participant that's trying to get in that I don't let in, if you guys could just let me know, wave a hand or something like that, because sometimes I'll get really distracted into what I'm doing and may not pay attention. And sometimes it'll pop up on the screen. So if you guys could help me out with that, that would be great. Go ahead and share my screen. I'm going to start here. So we're on, this is S&P right now. Now, let me go. And where was that chat at? We saw. And so since we got a couple of gold in the NAS, we'll look at both of them. We'll look at gold really quickly, see if gold is doing anything, and then we'll go to NAS. So where is my gold? Now, so on my screen, you'll see my tool, Quantum FX Pro. This is the menu. I'm not going to go through all of the details of the menu because it's in our, if you go into the videos, you will see what each of these things do. It is a video, a full tutorial on the entire tool, the indicator. So just want to go through and let you know what we're looking at right now. Basically, looking at gold, it's about 6:17 my time. So we can see here that this blue trend line is indicating that it's bullish, right? This blue cloud is indicating that it was bullish. It had a pullback where it turned white, and now it's going back into a bullish direction. We're currently pulling back again. There is a double top here. Let me just show you guys. Which is why that double top was activated. When it came back here, a double top is simply a previous area of support or resistance. So it is reacting off of that double top. We see that my confluence pillars is telling us for the most part up through the 30-minute that it is bullish. We have neutral and then some bearish and then it's neutral again. I am on the 30 seconds because we scalp. We're looking for a scalp trades, and I'm probably talking through preparing for one on this one. Looking here, as you know from last night, we wait for the pullback and then we enter in, and we like it to pull back to an area of previous support or resistance before taking off again. So I am going to pull up Tradeovate, which is our futures. I think I had it already. Our futures account. And so those who want to participate in community trading, I'm sure you guys probably already have your accounts up. And let me see, I am in gold. So I am in the wrong account though. Give me a minute. I'm gonna need to get my account together. I'm not logged into the right account. Yeah, this is a trade we would have been taking when this closes. That was the trade. That's the trade, you guys. That is the trade, you guys. I'm just saying, let me get to my royalty. We're at this resistance.
Where are you on TradeAvate?
Why am I?
No, where is that? What is that? MES,
Let me,
MESU.
yeah, that is S&P. I mean, this is not gold that I'm in right
Okay, I
now.
got you. Okay, got it.
This, I was getting my charts together.
Okay, my bad.
Now I'm in gold. So I'm gonna catch, yeah, I'm gonna catch it when it goes back up. So, I'm just gonna explain. So it's at the top on both. It may take a breather, it may use this support, but I wanted to get in after this green dot, which would have been an entry here. I need to change this to 50. But let me see. Oh, I'm not going to get another green dot because it's already green. So I am going to wait to see it come down to this gold. If it comes down to this gold by this next candle, if not, I'm entering. I got 6 seconds. Hopefully you guys are already in. Oh, what am I doing? Why is it doing that? No, yeah. Why is it doing that? Oliver?
Order filled.
Sorry, that's loud. Why is it doing that? That's weird. And for those, I'll explain a little bit more. We were right at a point of a trade. I'll explain what we just did for those once we get the trade. I have a level that I go to when I'm trading with TradeAvate. It's we do $1,000. We get it $1,000 at a time. And so you guys, we know that we're at a resistance level, and that's what we're seeing here in this red level. But again, it's going to continue up, and I'll talk you guys through my indicators. So basically, we see that we still have it pointing up here. This is just a standard RSI that's on the TradeAvate. I like to monitor the momentum on the actual broker that I'm trading on. So that's why I have the RSI here. This is my sniper for entry purposes to get us into entry, but I'll explain what's going on here. We ran into a resistance area right here, and that's why you see it coming back to retest. We have all our confluence letting us know that it's going to continue up. I'm moving that out this way. But we did get one of our histograms in a lighter color, letting us know that's a little bit of lesser momentum. We wait to get 2 of them before we have any concern. We just got the second one, but I still show this is it breathing. It has to breathe. We know that trades have to breathe. They don't just continue to go up. Our RSI momentum is still showing it going up. There's no indication of anything going down. And now our snipers went back up. This has moved up. We're breaking through. You know, everybody trade at their comfort level when they get to their number. Y'all know what mine is, but you guys trade to your number. More than likely it's going to go here because it's in the ultimate resistance area and hit some more resistance there. But it could possibly continue up. And I'm going to go back here to look. So we're making a new high for the most part. That's what I was looking for. It's making a new high. So we don't know where it's going to go. It could hit this resistance, or it could push past it because it's a new high. So again, you want to, because it is a new high, and we don't know, we just have this resistance zone here. We want to make sure that we keep our profit. Keep in mind that we do have a trailing, if you're trading with the same person I trade with, you know that you have a trailing drawdown. So you want to be, aware of that, but not panicky. We're not panicking. Our ISI is still showing momentum going up. We have this dot here, but we still got 25 seconds before that clears. We know that it breathes. So we just don't panic, just wait to let the chart tell us what it is. But we do see we have two of these here. So we're being aware, not panicking. We're being aware of what that's doing there. Now, we did just get, oh, my numbers look weird, but we did just get a red indication that it's going back down. Now, for me, this is normal because I know I'm broaching this area here, right? But I want to talk about trends. We know that we're making higher highs and higher lows still. We have not seen anything that indicates that it's violated any lows to this point, which is why this red dot is not intimidating me. Everything is still a higher high, a higher low, still a higher high or higher low. So that's what I see, that even though I see this, but I am aware and I do know that I am losing momentum. But is it because it's breathing or is it because it's actually changing directions? You want to, again, I don't panic with that until it shows me. I don't take it for granted that that's what's happening. The chart has to show me that that's what it's doing. And we know that in a trend, trends make, an uptrend makes higher highs and higher lows. A downtrend makes lower lows and lower highs. And so until it shows me that in a substantive way, which, we're on the 32nd, so anything can happen on the 32nd, it has to give me some good signs that, yes, it's actually going to start going down. And I don't have that yet. I just have it breathing. Now, we do see the RSI is showing downward movement, but we know that it has to breathe. So I don't necessarily see that yet. And I'm not at my risk tolerance number either, as far as being in drawdown as well. Now, but again, that's one of the things that we find out and we help you to figure out for you in your trading plan, what your risk tolerance number is, what your, like I said, my number is 1,000, what your number is for your account, that where you just, you take that snipe, you take that money and run. We figure that we helped you to figure that out. But right now we're just kind of waiting for it to go back up like I know it's going to do. Because the reason I know is not because I'm being cocky, is because it hadn't given me any indication. Now, this is giving me some slight, okay, let me pay attention, right? This is giving me, because it's came back and it retested. It's retesting this level. This is a smaller resistance level, but it's still a resistance level. So as it starts to break here, it hits this price line. So it has two supports here that if it breaks those two supports, I'm like, okay, maybe there's something here. Maybe it may be, but it has to break them both for me to say now, because again, I'm on the 32nd. This is not it's not like a higher time frame where I can take this as true analysis. This is happening in the moment. Very, so I'm taking it with a grain of salt, but I'm still being aware. So this is what I call calculated scalping. I'm being aware of what it's doing, where it's at, but I'm not concerned. Now, because we see also our RSI has stayed right where it's at. Another clue. And actually, had I not gotten in late, I wouldn't be in drawdown. I'd probably be close to break even, but I wouldn't be in drawdown. But you know, with the trailing drawdown, it doesn't really matter. But yeah. Now we see that the cloud has closed. Now, what we just saw there was an indecision candle that just happened right there, that doji candle. So that's basically saying it's an even fight. They're both fighting back and forth. So again, this low, we did have this violation of this low here, but nothing critical. So the next time I'm gonna, you know, what's gonna help me to make a decision is it going to break, you know, say like this low? And of course, I wouldn't wait that long before I would, you know, make my exit, but is it gonna go back up and make a higher high? What is it gonna do? Is it gonna continue to use this price line as support? What exactly is it going to do? So now it just broke that. It just broke that. So now I'm looking at, okay, what, you know, what type of exit strategies would I do? But I'm still not panicked because I have a double bottom possibility here. You all, oh, excuse me. You also can see that although it dropped, it's starting to curve right back up. So it's struggling to cross back over. It's struggling to cross back over. We see our cloud is starting to get white though, but it's still not anything significant. Sorry about that. We got a little gap here in this drop right here. Now, one of the things that I tell you that with my indicator, whichever line is moving, that's the thing that is having activity. So we just saw the red line, the red trend line moving. So we know that the bears are active. So it is looking at bearish activity, right? So if you're in this situation, you want to have in your mind, you want to calculate what type of exit strategies could I use if need be, but it still hasn't given me significant enough information to get out of the trade yet, because it's what I tell you, it's staying, you know, kind of like last night. Remember when I was telling you it's not showing a lot of bearish candles. You have still, even though it's, you know, a white cloud, you still have more bullish candles than bearish candles, kind of neck and neck. So it's not a real decision. So I don't get intimidated by this number. I don't get intimidated by this number. I want the market to tell me what it's going to do. I want the market to tell me what it's going to do because, you know, I want to say something my cousin says all the time, don't worry about what you see, worry about what you saw. So what God gave you, that's one of the things that we say all the time, that she says to me all the time. And I know what he gave me and the strategy that he gave me and how it's supposed to work. And so I don't worry about this. I'm not worried about this. I'm worried about what I'm seeing on the screen, what it's telling me. And I don't have enough information yet until I get a significant amount of bearish movement. And right now, in my opinion, if I was to like count the candles, they would be neck and neck. They would be even. So that's why I'm waiting. I'll show you guys when it gets to here. If it doesn't react off of this double bottom, this potential double bottom here, that would then be my my move to start really looking at, okay, what are you going to do? Are you going to exit and come back? What are you going to do? Especially because I do have the knowledge that I have a trailing drawdown. Because this would be a violation, right? This would be a violation of this low, which is a more significant low than that one was. That would be more significant in showing that it's a potential to go back up. I really think it's going to bounce off of this major SR pivot point and go back up. That's really my thought process. But again, we'll see what it's going to tell me. So I don't know if you guys saw that quick rejection back up. If I draw this box here, we can see that it did not close below that potential double bottom right there. So now let's see if it's 11 seconds on this one. Let's see what it does. If it wicks back up or it goes down. Now I'm looking for exit. It's actually at this one.
Miss Donish, you had to get some game show music in the background or something.
I know, huh?
Everybody looking at this chart like Like we watching
I know.
a action-packed movie right now.
So now I know, but I know nobody, and I'm not saying anything because I know nobody expected it to rebound like that. But I'm not gonna say anything. I'm gonna wait till it's finished. I'm gonna wait till it's done, and then we're gonna talk about it. But you see now what I did want to show you, because I'm trying to talk through the, what I'm seeing to help people to see what I'm seeing. But sometimes I don't know, maybe I'm not expressing it well. But we saw that the blue started moving, so we know that the bulls are active now. And so, remember, we're on the 30-second. The 30-second is not a true analysis. So it's not, it's hard for me to panic on the 30-second. It just is. It's 30 seconds. I know anything can happen in 30 seconds it's not a true analysis chart. Like I said, I don't like to use anything for a true analysis of a market under a 4-hour, because anything, below the 4-hour can be manipulated by the banks and the institutions. So it's difficult to manipulate the higher time frame, because they would lose billions, trillions of dollars to manipulate, because they have to, when they manipulate, they're actually taking a loss in order to come back and take a profit later on. And so, yeah, that would be a huge risk for them to manipulate on a higher time frame. So, and that's a lot. That's a more advanced topic, but just know it's really difficult for me to panic on the 30-second. And I don't really panic. I just, take it as a lesson. It's a lesson. And really the lesson in that for me, just so you guys know, you don't supposed to chase a trade. And I know that. So I really shouldn't have entered. I should have waited for this entry, but I'm human too.
So would your true entry be down at the major support pivot
So the
point?
true entry would have been after this green dot here. So
Right,
it would have
okay.
been right here.
Right.
This would have been the entry. Because that's why I kind of knew it was going to come down and retest this area, but I was hoping that it would continue up to here first and I would get out in time. But hey, so it's getting past this. Now it's going to probably come to about right here. We'll know, because this is a previous area of resistance. If it busts through, it'll probably go here and probably go a little bit higher. But by here, I think I should have my 1,000. By the time we get here, I think I was close. And that's my number. Not saying that, you can't go further. That's just my number in order to maintain my trailing drawdown and all of that stuff, and to do it without being too greedy, and getting caught up in the trade, because I can do, 10 $1,000 scalps and be good, or 5 or 3 or whatever it is, whatever your number is. And so that's how I look at it. We're scalping $1,000 at a time. Now, and again, it's made this move up. It's gotten to this line. Now, again, like I said, this is where the indicator helps you. If you were in the trade here, you can make the decision to exit and re-enter. And that's what I had to learn the hard way, that you can always exit and then re-enter. You don't have to wait for it to go down and go back up. If you're in profit, exit and re-enter. Wait for that re-entry, because it has to breathe. It just has to. It has to breathe. One of the reasons that I talk about that I really trade with double bottoms and double tops, which is what you saw here, it came with that area and rejected off of it, is because it's just a previous point of resistance or support. And so they also tell you, hey, is it going to break down and make that lower low? Or is it going to stay here and continue to go up? So again, that's why I was like, okay, I'm kind of waiting for it to get down here to make my decision on if I'm going to exit, because that's the information that I would have needed to say, hey, it's no longer going up. It's now made a lower low. This low wasn't good enough for me. I needed it to be at a substantial area, or an area that made sense.
Quick question.
Mhm.
All right, so just to make sure that I heard you correctly on the first one, if you would have took that first entry, you had everything done, you would have probably got in at the same spot where you got in before, right? When the one
No,
that you,
what do you mean? When I told you guys this is the entry and I was still fixing my charts?
yeah, it was like back there
Telling-
somewhere on that candle. And then you just said you would have got in on this side. So it's like pretty much in the
Exactly,
same
yes,
area. Yeah, so
exactly, yes,
yeah,
exactly.
I got you.
Yeah,
I
there you
got you.
go. Yep,
All right.
I was trying to figure out yep, is it pretty much the same? Yep,
I'm trying to figure out where that entry was.
so
Wait.
I don't know where it was previously,
It was that candle
just
right there.
because it was this, I think this candle.
Yeah.
Okay.
This was the green dot here. This is the green dot, it closed, it broke, and then this was your entry. The next entry was here. And so, yeah, it's pretty much the same. Let me just do this for a minute. This was the oops, I did the wrong thing. This was the entry here, and then, where did my green dots left? Oh, I'm like, my green dots left, duh, Denise. God, I turned it off. So, it's actually a little bit better of an entry, but this was the entry before, and this was the entry the second time. This is where your entry would have been on this candle.
It looked like it's like
But
almost the same risk to reward though, if you look
Yeah.
at the entries. Yeah.
But
Same.
the thing is, the point of it is, if you get in here and you got up to that much in profit, you weren't supposed to let it go back down here. You were not supposed to let it eat up all your profit again. You're supposed to exit out. Now you have a second entry. You see? So that's the thing. If you don't hit your 1,000, you don't just let it keep, you don't let it, if you're in profit, like I was a couple of hundred, I could have clicked out at a couple of hundred, knowing, seeing it go down, because it went down a couple of times before it went down, went back up, went down, went back up. You could have clicked out at, like, even at 200, I could have clicked out of that 200 saying, okay, it's too unstable right here because we were actually at a resistance area, right? So I know at that resistance area, I'm going to have resistance. So I could have said, oh, it's been going back and forth. Let me get out and wait and see what is going to happen. You don't stay in, you don't go this much into profit, however much, this is. If you got in here, you don't go this much into profit and then let it take it all the way back and then go into a loss. So that's not scalping. That's position trading. You let it, you let it ride with it, but we're not doing position trading, we're scalping. So for those that, don't wait, I'm not going to tell you to exit. You have to exit at your point. I can't give you financial advice. I can tell you, like, this would be an entry I would get in, but I can't tell you get in right now. Can't, do that. But I can say this is an entry that I would take. Just as I did, I can show you I'm entering in. I can tell you 1,000 is my number, but at the end of the day, you have to pick your number. You have to be able to see that, okay, it's come down, a couple of times. I'm now at, I was at 500, I'm at 300. Let me, get out because I don't want to get a loss. I can come back, wait to re-enter again, right? You always can wait to re-enter. And that's one of the things that's the difference between position trading and scalping. Now, I don't know, for those that know Head and Shoulders, if they see that pattern, that's not a good pattern for me at this point. But we're going to wait it out and see. I'm going to wait it out and see what it does. Did you guys see that Head and Shoulders when I took this off?
Yeah, on the left. On the
So
right.
let me show you what. Let me get the Head and Shoulders tool. Is it?
Yeah. Oh,
See that?
mm-hmm.
So Head and Shoulders, this would be indicative of it breaking here and then going down. That's what a Head and Shoulders pattern is. Yeah, I did it kind of, you can make it a little bit neater. So that's a Head and Shoulders pattern. Don't teach that, but Our RSI is showing downward momentum, so that kind of agrees with the head and shoulder, just so you know. So again, if this continues to show, these are all downward signs for, bullish signs. And it came up and it crossed back. So again, I need to see we lost one of our greens here. So all of this is indicating bearish movement. But I do still have, a little bit of fight on the buyer side because we're losing bullish momentum there in our histogram. But again, just letting you guys know point for point what it's showing. So they got their bullish momentum back. So we want to see some bullish signs to stay in this trade. What time is it? 6:51. Oh, it's at the top of the hour. Okay, they might be playing games at the top of the hour. We'll know definitely by 7 o'clock what it's going to do. So we're getting a little bit of bullish signal, but we still see on our broker bearish. RSI is bearish momentum, but we just got a green signal, which is a good thing in my favor as far as my trade is concerned. Again, getting a pattern on the 30-second is not, earth shattering, but it is something to be aware of. It could be the thing that, See what I'm saying? It's that head and shoulders. I shouldn't have took it off. Let's see what this does at this zone. And you see this zone just kind of made another double bottom, but it's also a support zone. But you can see here, previous resistance, it's also an ultimate support zone. So you're going to have some it was going to have some resistance there, but we're going to see how much resistance it's going to have. Is it going to go in our favor? Price is between both trend lines, so that's kind of like a neutral. It's not on top of or below either one. So it's any man's possibilities between either one. Just got another, well, anyway. Now we just got another red dot. Again, those are all indicative of bearish. So let's see. Hasn't broken this support, which is, move this over. Okay, so we just got some RSI is showing bullish now. So that's a good thing. Our momentum is showing that it's losing the bearish momentum, but it's still bearish, but it's losing some of it. So that's a good thing. So let's see if we start to lose our bearish trend cloud. The next thing I would like to see. Again, we hadn't lost any other of our green confluence pillars, only the 1 minute. So, you know, that's still good. The trend cloud is turning gray, which is good. Let's see how it reacts at this price line. Coming up, it's getting some rejection around this price line, and then it has this one to conquer too. So I need a big, strong Kool-Aid candle. Shout out to Howard. Now we saw that blue line, trend line started moving, letting us know that the bulls are active, but we see when it hit that trend line, woo, we got a bunch of bears in right there. Still, RSI still showing favorable. A red dot. Let's see how that what happens with that. Seven, 6, 58. Now we'll see, got a green dot, but see how that's gonna play out. And I think I made a mistake. I told somebody that this would have been the entry, but it actually would not have been the entry, you guys, because what price wasn't above the price line. So that wouldn't have been even been the entry. It would have been, if there was an entry, it would have been this same one. It would have been at the same exact spot. So I apologize for that. It would have been at the same spot, price line. And you guys didn't catch me on that. Price wasn't above the gold line, which is one of the rules. On a buy, price has to be above the price line.
So you would have taken it after that doji.
If I would have took it at all, I probably
Right.
wouldn't have took it at all, but I'm just saying that actually wouldn't have been the entry because it wasn't above the price line. So if I would have took it, you know, and I probably wouldn't have even taken it the second time because how close it is to this major pivot. So
Right.
this would have been, the first one would have been the only entry, but I'm just correcting myself. This would not have been the entry because if you notice, price is below this golden line at this beginning here. So I
Right.
would not. But I just was correcting.
Right.
So we can see price came to this support zone, right? And it rejected here, got some strength to move back up. I'm hoping that it'll move back up. It brought, you seen it brought this support, resistance zone in here. It was higher. I think it was up here. Now it brought it down lower. So because it brought it down lower, we want to be mindful that it's probably going to have some struggle here. If it doesn't break through here with a big candle, and you're able to get out a profit, you know, I always say when you're coming out of a loss, you exit as soon as possible when you're profitable, so that, you know, because it can drop back down again to breathe and then come back up. So, and then you do better taking that second ride if you're getting ready to go into profit than waiting for it to ride back down and come back up again. So we do know that this is a major SR point, so it could, you know, bounce off, and then it's also changed it. It's also made it a resistance zone that wasn't there before. But, you know, we could get a Kool-Aid candle and it bust through and keep going. We don't know. We let the market tell us what it's going to do. But we
Hey,
see here,
Kool-Aid.
we do see here that we're starting to breach, you know, the top of this zone. So, you know, we could, that's, you know, also indicative of, you know, the potential resistance coming up. But it could, you know, hey, stay up there and have a party up there.
See, you
'Cause
got
it's still,
you got to call the Kool-Aid candle. You gotta be like, "Hey, Kool-Aid," and
oh, I
then
have to call it.
yeah, then he busts through the wall like,
Did it bust through the
"Hey."
wall? Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
so you gotta call the
Oh, okay.
Kool-Aid candle. You be like, "Hey, Kool-Aid," they come through.
Okay. So let's see. Come on, Kool-Aid, if you're coming. Hey, Kool-Aid, come on. No, but it's, we can start to see that.
Kool-Aid, come on and come.
Oh, I think Howard needs to call the Kool-Aid candle since it's his turn. But we can see here that we're starting to get a blue cloud. And I just really want to show you guys, you know, both sides of trading. It's not always, you know, we're going to get that great. You know, I think this morning it was this kind of same thing happened this morning, you know, where you went way out and then it came back and I'm like, yeah, it's coming back. I'm not worried about it, you know. But it's because I know why I got in the trade. I know that it was making higher highs. I know that there's a potential head and shoulders, but I also know this is a 30-second chart. So all of those things, you know, weigh in. You have to understand all of that and bring it all together, even if you're scalping. It don't matter if you're position trading, scalping, but it's all mindset. Really, for the most part, it's your mindset. And when you're scalping, your mindset is to take your profit because, like I said, it could come up and go all the way back down. You know, it hit here, it hit a resistance zone. And that's what you're going to see. But again, it's still really, it's giving me all of these here are all equal lows. They're all, look at, these are all equal lows. They are not higher highs. I mean, lower lows and lower highs. They're all equal lows. So I got lower lows here. I mean, lower highs here, but I have equal lows. So I don't have a downtrend. So it hasn't given me the sign of a downtrend. It's told me, hey, look out, be aware, watch out, but it hasn't given me, you know, until it makes a lower low here. Then it had, because I got lower highs, but I don't have any lower, you know, two lower lows. So until it gives me that, I'm still, you know, looking forward to it going back up. But again, we knew that we're starting to breach this area. So as we get closer to resistant areas, that's what happened. Also, like I said, we were getting close to the top. It has to breathe. My indicator is going to give you more movement. It has 4 different indicators coded into here. So that's why this is moving but your RSI isn't. It's giving you all of the movement. And this is just giving you the overall momentum. It's telling you over here, yeah, the overall momentum is up, but this is giving you the price direction, wave oscillation, all kind of things in here. So that's the difference. That's why you see this movement is different from this one. But I would like the Kool-Aid candle to show up because I'm kind of tired of this trade. But hey, it is what it is. The market's telling me I'm not, I finished my whole cup of tea waiting on this.
You took off one of your contracts, didn't you?
No, I didn't.
Oh, because I only see two. Okay.
One of my contract. What are you looking at? These
Yeah,
are my contracts here.
I'm
This tell you
I'm talking about down here where it says you got two longs. I thought I saw the 3 levels at one point down at the bottom. Where you, at the,
here.
yeah, it was
Oh
3
no,
of
you can't see all of them. That's all.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you just can't see all of them.
Oh, okay.
Because my there you go. I have 5. I trade 5 accounts at a time.
Oh, okay. Okay,
I
that's
think
what
I said that. So I just didn't have it pulled up. That's all. So these are different accounts.
Okay, okay, I gotta get used to that.
But this, I know, trade is a little different. So I trade 5 accounts at a time.
Okay.
Yeah.
You going in with 50 contracts?
So it's 10, so it's 5 contracts, right? This will tell you right here, my net positions is 10 for each one. And so that adds up to 50.
Okay.
So when you trade, go ahead.
No, I was just saying, okay, yeah.
Okay, yeah, so that's where the 50, so it's 10 contracts each and it totals 50. So that's how, so when you put in a trade, if you're trading in a group on this particular, on Tradeovate, which is another platform, it's not the broker, it's the platform. You have to, if you're doing a group trade, like you're trading multiple accounts, you have to put in the total across all of the accounts. So for me, because it's 5 and it's 10 contracts each, it's 50.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. I'm very transparent, you guys. I'm very transparent.
That's how we're gonna learn.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Back here again, potential double top. That's what you're seeing the rejection off of, remember? So that's what we're seeing back here again. But as you can see, still got upward RSI, which is a good thing. But it's just showing all the movement going on. So we wait. It's 80% waiting, just so you know. And trading is 80% waiting, So it's a lot of waiting. That's how, that's part my husband doesn't like. I'm on the computer all day. But it's what you have to do to get in. That's why I like to have that sniper trade, get in, get out. And I have, all kind of alerts that you can use in here to help you once you figure out your trading plan and how you want to trade with the indicators. Is alerts set up for, you can do an alert for almost anything on any of the strategies. So, but if, some people like sitting and they enjoy, like that was me in the beginning. I liked just trading. I liked trading. I liked, the activity, the up and down. I liked that part of it. And so, but I'm over that. I'm okay with having a life now outside of the computer screen. I'm okay with that now. So.
Yeah, that's when after you made, a couple bucks, you can relax.
Is that what it is? Okay.
Yeah.
I have a question. Okay,
Yes.
can you just set a timer for it, or you have to, no? Why,
Say it
you know,
again.
while you waiting for the reach, the number that you want, can you set a timer or alert?
So you can set, you don't have to, you can set what's called a take profit. So you can set it, say that when it hits this number, exit me, right? You can do that. That's called a take profit. But we're scalping, so when you're scalping, you're live in front of the screen making, it's supposed to be quick actions, making quick moves and quick in and out, make your money really quick and go in and out. But one of the things I'll say is this is not an active time. The most active time is during the New York Stock Exchange, because for this particular asset, London is open, New York is open, and it's another exchange open. I can't think of it right now, but 3 exchanges are open during this period. And so it's very active. This is not as active. So the assets are going to move slower. They're going to go up and down slower. So that's why it takes more time in the trade.
Oh, okay.
But I was trying to, when I created the times, I was trying to get a time where, you know, people that were working could, you know, participate in community trading. So I had an early morning and a, you know, kind of after work. That's what I was trying to do. But it's not necessarily the best time to trade. But you can scalp. You can scalp during this time. It's just the nature of the market. You can't, we cannot dictate what the market is going to do. It's up to the market. So. On a lot of rangy stuff right now. I don't know if it's trying to wait for this head and shoulders here, because it still hasn't, broken. I don't know if that's what it's trying to do. But again, just paying attention to everything that's going on. Is that the price line fighting? As you can see, we still haven't lost any of our confluences. RSI is still funding up, so we're just waiting. Let's see. We got a little bit of red there. It's going back and forth.
I see TraderVate give you the little ice cubes too on your chart when you go down to a lower time frame.
Yes,
Yeah.
because it's giving you movement by tick, and so it's not a lot of movement.
Oh, okay.
That's why it's not a lot of movement. So that's why.
I thought my chart was just
No.
messed up. I kept refreshing it and everything, so
that
was
no.
yeah. I kept
It's
refreshing.
just yeah, it's just the way it moves on there. That's why I don't trade. Because it has, this is it's COMEX and CME is what these contracts are on, and it's actually on TradingView. But I don't trade with them because I'm gonna get these same dots over here. Yeah, I could show
I'm
you
not
guys.
getting those dots though.
Shoot, I got them.
I
You
get
would,
full candles.
because you're not, what's your code? What's
See, almost
what's your contract? What are you trading? Because you're not trading gold spot, and this,
Yeah,
that's why.
GC. Yeah, GC. Mine says GCZ though. For
That's why. So you're not trading. So this is what you're trading. EC. You're trading just gold. Now let me just show you. You're trading this. You're trading just gold.
You gotta
That's
go
why.
down to 30 seconds though.
It doesn't matter.
Oh, it don't?
GC.
Oh, okay.
Nah, watch. He's still gonna have candle. It's because of the asset that he's trading.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Mhm.
Oh, all right.
So I'll teach you about the different contracts later, but yeah. Okay. So,
So I gotta switch this up.
what am I on?
See, Howard, you always gotta be different, Howard.
Uh-huh. That's right. Let me see, let me put this on. Let me see what you got.
I'm on the
GC,
same one,
GC.
Howard. It's all right.
Oh, you
I
too,
get it.
Nina? Come on, Nina. You pull. Come on, don't go on the dark side, Nina.
That's
Don't go into the light, Caroline. Don't go into the light, Caroline.
And they actually move a little different, you guys, just so you know. You'll see they move a little bit different, not much, but they move a little bit different. So yeah. So it's what contract they're trading, but as long as they know that what contract they're trading, they're good. So yeah, it's just a different contract.
But overall, it probably will still have the same direction, wouldn't it?
It for the most part, but the ticks may be a little bit different. Just, from broker to broker, think of
Yeah.
it that way. No matter what you're trading from broker to broker, the ticks will be a little, the movement will be a little bit different, but the general move should be the same. Yeah, see, I didn't like seeing that head and shoulders. I think that's what let me see.
Yeah, Miss Donnie, she need to have like a whole like radio, like a DJ board over there, so you have sound effects and everything in the background. When you get to it, it'll be like the final countdown. You push a button, da 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 da. Da, you know what I mean? Have your whole little turntable up in there. No, you ain't mess with it. I don't think she messing with it, y'all. You see how she lets you.
Really?
I get
Trying
it.
to-
I get it.
trying
Let
to-
me see this
yeah.
over here. No.
Your Sniper FX is moving up.
Mm-hmm.
So it is.
It's still,
Well-
this RSI is still up. It hasn't turned none since. So I'm not, I'm aware of everything, I try to make sure that I'm aware of everything, every possibility that is within my knowledge base. That's the thing. You don't want to get stuck. You want to stay flexible. You don't want to get stuck with one, this is what's going to happen. This is what's going to happen. And that's how we mess up. We get stuck with this is going to happen. And then when that doesn't happen, it's like, oh my gosh, what do we do? So you want to keep yourself fresh, keep yourself on your toes. Like this could happen, because then you'll have an exit plan. If this happens, I know that it's time to exit because this happened. You see what I'm saying? So you want to stay fresh and flexible. Yeah, like I want it to go up, but I don't want to get stuck that it couldn't possibly, it's forming a potential head and shoulders, which is a pattern that is a bearish pattern in that particular, what I just took off, but I was just because it's so much getting on the screen. But I want to keep tuned with everything that's going on. Like I said, I believe that it's still going to go up because it hasn't, what did I keep saying? It has not given me a lower low yet, not a significant lower low. But I don't want to be so stuck that, oh no, it's going up. I want to still have in mind that the potential of it going down And I need to look at it and see, okay, if it crosses this line, it's showing a head and shoulder, and it crosses this line, that is indicative of an entry for a bearish head and shoulders. So I know that if it crosses that line and with a significant candle, then I know that, okay, it's time to exit because it's no longer going up. You don't want to get stuck saying like, I wish, I wish, I wish, I wish, you know, that's really backwards, but okay, I wish, I wish, I wish, I wish. And it doesn't go that way, and you have no exit plan, no exit strategy. That's what we do. Sometimes we get stuck. Oh, it's about to go up. That's how it's doing the crazy moves, but
You can
I
find
have to
myself
explain that later, but it's, but yeah, you don't want to get stuck. You want to remain flexible. So now it's trying to break through this area here is what
Yeah.
it's trying to do.
Let's see.
Ms. Donnies,
Yes.
how how long did it take you to learn like the patterns, like head and shoulders and all that type stuff? How long it took you?
Oh my gosh, don't ask me that question. I have to tell you guys, a lot of this is God inspired for me. I don't learn like other people learn, so I don't like to really say like, because I learn stuff really quickly. I really have a gift of learning, is what I call it. God, sometimes I don't even know how I know stuff. God just tells me. I just know it. Next thing I know it. I taught myself to code indicators, and I don't know how. I just did it, you know. So that's all I could say. I'm sorry.
Okay. All right. So I
But it was
know
a short time. It
I know at
wasn't.
night when I call God, I'm gonna ask him for that same package he gave you.
Okay,
Yeah,
Solomon.
you can ask for it too, yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, look, I need that same package. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Don't
Okay,
send
just
that my
be
way.
prepared. Be prepared when you ask for the package.
Hey,
Be prepared to take everything that goes with that package,
hey,
right?
hey, like Howard
Okay, be
said,
prepared to
To
take
all,
all you,
everything.
what does it say?
Do it.
To all that's, you know.
Too much is given, much is
Yeah,
required.
that's what I was trying to say. Too much is required. Exactly what I was trying to say.
Just be prepared. You know, you can't ask for somebody's gift and not go through they testimony, they
I
test.
got you. I hear you.
Okay, you hear me? Okay. I'm just saying.
It's a burden, huh? It could be a burden, but you know, you have to still go
Yeah.
with it.
Count it all joy. Count it all joy. Count it all joy. I'm working on count it all. We like to stay affirmative, positive. Count it all joy. Count it all joy. You know, Dr. Angela, she's a friend of mine. She always says, you know, don't say busy, say fruitful, fruitful, fruitful. We can
Exactly.
be fruitful. So see them candles be acting
Pull
up.
back on you. Yeah.
I'm not worried about it. I mean, I'm not concerned because I know it's trick candle.
So looking at your confluences, even though the 4-hour is bearish, you have 3 other bullish pillars, and
Mhm.
you on the lower time frame.
Because
And
I'm not worried about the 4-hour because the 4-hour is so far removed from what I'm doing. I'm scalping. I'm not doing a position trade. I don't care about the 4-hour. I only care about really the 15-minute or lower when you're scalping. That's really, now it's great to have the 1 hour and the 30-minute, but really when you're scalping, it's the 15-minute or less because you're supposed to be doing quick moves. But you're also, the point is, I'm doing it during this time. I'm trading during this time because this is the time, you know, set aside. But this is not necessarily the most opportune time to scalp, right? You want to scalp when it's moving. You're
right.
in and out, your trades are in and out, right? But I want to show you, you can do this at any time. You can do this at any time. It just takes a little longer because the movement is slower, right? That's all.
Got it.
And it's good for learning too, because it's slow.
Yes. Yeah. You know, so now you also see we just got all 4 back. And we're kind of back here, but it's still not showing me any, it's not showing me upward or lower. It's showing me ranging. All of this is ranging. It's ranging, right? Very rangy. So that's what I'm showing. I want you guys to see, like, no, don't be scared by this because that doesn't mean anything. It could change in a blink of an eye. You want to look at what is the chart telling you? Is it giving you an exit signal? Is it telling you that, hey, it's going bearish? There's nothing on here from the point I got in that told me it's bearish? Nothing. If I take this off, this is not bearish. This is rangy. Rangy means neutral. Wait. Wait and let it tell you. Instead of you saying, oh my gosh, my trade is going, my money's going down, I'm getting out. It's telling me to get out. No, it's not. It's telling you your money's going down. But what does that mean? It ain't tell you nothing about the charts.
You're talking about me and all the donations I've made.
Right. But that's why we out here. And this community learning is good in a group, you know, it's good. It's good. It's good. We got the blue trend line moving again. So the bulls are waking up a little bit. They waking up. Let's hope they keep waking up. For my sake, and I don't know if anybody else is in, and anybody else's sake that's in a bullish trade. Now we do see here our ISI finally turned down. So we're watching, we're paying attention to that. Our hope is that it goes back up, but if it doesn't, we know that with that looking downward and all of the kind of struggles we had, we want to be aware of what's going on and make sure that we're protecting our accounts once it becomes profitable. So price is above the blue trend line, which is good. It's indicative that it could possibly be going, when it's above the blue trend line, that's indicative that it could start to be going more and more bullish because it goes above it and then it eventually goes vertical if it's going to continue bullish. Same, and the opposite happens with the red. It goes below it and then it eventually goes vertical, which indicates bearish. I touching my poor little dog because he's barking. She doesn't bark. Oh, somebody said something in the chat. I wasn't paying attention. Yes, definitely, definitely. Supernatural. We got a green dot, good indication. We're coming in on this ultimate resistance, so we want to be aware.
But that green dot is very subtle.
It's
Cannot
just because of
see.
all this other stuff that's on the chart. Oh, if I take that off, isn't that sure?
Can you change a different color?
You asking me
To
to
support
recode the whole thing. Oh,
the
I don't
support
know.
line to support. I mean that zone. Is that zone? The
Not this
system.
zone.
The system gave you that, huh? Ooh.
No. I created this.
No. Just now, did it just propagate that green zone?
Say it again. Yes, it did.
Okay. Yeah.
That's that Kool-Aid candle that you was talking about.
saw it. Yeah.
That's the Kool-Aid.
So
You're
you
That's
called
the
him.
Kool-Aid.
You should be.
That's the
Uh-huh.
Kool-Aid.
Look at
There's the
it, done dropped.
Kool-Aid. That's the Kool-Aid.
You
Mhm.
called Kool-Aid.
Hey,
She,
Kool-Aid.
she went looking for Kool-Aid. I said you gotta call him.
And so
Yeah.
that vertical line blue means it's
See how, remember I told you it's bullish, it's showing bullish, but I'm wondering why my prices are moving.
it moved. It was much higher.
Oh, was it? Okay, did it move?
Oh, yeah.
I'm just,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
It went down a lot.
She said it went down. I'm like, hey.
I mean, it went up a lot, I guess. I mean, it was negative now.
I'm saying I didn't see any movement, but then I just saw it right now. That's what I was trying to see. I didn't get to see it. I was talking about the chart, so I didn't see, I didn't see it move. But so yeah. So again, it's coming to this area. Oh, what did I do? Did I take them off? Let me just reload. Ah, shoot. What did I do? Oh, I didn't have my chart saved. Okay. Oh, it did. It hit the resistance zone. That's why I was looking. I'm like, where did the indicator go?
Down and came back down, huh?
Mhm.
Well, also it takes some time getting used to this, looking at it.
Looking at what, watching the charts or looking at the
Yeah, your
indicator?
charts, these different, these, your indicators on there. So
Yeah.
the zones and the lines and all.
You can, those can come off. If those bother you, you can take
No,
those
no, no,
off.
it doesn't. It
Oh,
doesn't,
okay. Okay.
doesn't bother me at all.
Okay,
It's a little bit more Christmas tree-y. It's a different
yeah.
color. But yeah, it doesn't bother me.
Generally in trading, most people use red and green, which is why I do red and green. People notice they do, typically it's red indicates sell, green indicates buy. That's why I changed my candles a different color to blue and white. But everybody has their own colors.
I'll say, cool, I made an appointment. So.
So. Kool-Aid candle got us to the resistance, the ultimate resistance. Now let's see how it's going to act there. Remember I said this RSI is downward. The other thing that I talked about was once you coming out of this deficit that I was in, my first goal would be to secure my account, which means, and then look for another entry. I wouldn't necessarily come from, what I was close to 3,000 and then try to get another 1,000 on top of it. Because we know it has to breathe, and that's what it's kind of doing now. It's breathing. That's why this is down. So just so you guys are aware, that's typically how I would trade. If I came from a loss, I would, unless it just bogarted through and showed me like it's doing kind of now. It's showing me good sign that it's going to keep going, but I'm definitely going to be finger on my trigger as it goes through and goes into profit, just because I know that I came out of a big deficit. And I also know I got a couple of areas I'm going into these resistant areas, and I got a high here. I know, you know that you're coming into, here's that single candle right here, right above here, that single resistant candle when it was coming down. So you have that you're looking at right now, and it's fighting this. It's what it's fighting. So you have this, and then you have this single candle. So you have a couple of areas before it even gets here that you could possibly have some resistance at. So just keeping in mind, looking to the left, you have those one candle resistant areas. When it's an opposite candle in a resistance area, a one candle resistance, that's usually kind of a strong area, because that's saying this was going down, down, down with these big white candles, but this one little candle stopped it. So that's why it's a strong area. Same thing here, it was going down, down, down. This one candle stopped their progress. So that's why those are generally areas of resistance that you want to be aware of. So see, it's pushing through. It's kind of coming to, let's see if it's this area, which would be, let me put on my cross really quick. Right above here. So just so I know what I'm looking at here and right above here. So right above this red line and right above this gray line are two areas that could cause a big hit and knock it back. We'll see. We'll let the chart tell us what it's going to do. I don't know what to do in my dog. I'm looking, I'm getting close to that area, so coming out, I'm looking at having my finger on the trigger. See how that jumped to 1100? That's weird, but it just shifted, which is a good sign. That shift tells me that it's a good indication that it's gonna continue up. You see my lines, my level shifted. But again, like I said, I'm very aware of this area here, which is almost exactly where it went to before it went down. So if we look, I'll put a line on here. Of single areas, being aware, just being aware, not panicking, just aware. The next one, if it breaks this, the next one is here. The one single candle. And you see you lost the 5. You still have the 1 minute, but you lost the 5. So you know you're gonna have, you have some resistance coming. This is still going up, which is good, but still, it's just being aware. You see this starting to come down because of this resistant area. So I'm gonna watch it. So this is, we just got this symbol is letting me know that it's, you know, if it is, well, it went to, it's starting over here. It's letting me know that it could go down, doing some retesting. So you don't want to hold on. This is like, you got this direction and you got this signal. So for me, you know, as soon as I get to profit, I would exit because it's telling me I lost my 5. This is still up, but this now is the alert for the bearish movement. This is the first alert that you get. So you know, we got the blue one that countered this one, but now we got this one. So it's just telling you back and forth fight right there.
Your call has been forwarded.
Got the 5 back. Now, this is a signal, so again, this is not a good thing to get being here. We want that to disappear like it did. But that's just showing you how it's telling us that the bears are trying to come in. The bears are trying to come in. That's what it's telling us. It's a lot of bearish signals trying to come about. So the bears are trying to come in. Now we just got, if this one stays, it's blue, it's the alert for upward. So it'll cancel out this last one that we got. So it's just, this is a zone where they're fighting tooth and nail.
But you have all your M5 came in.
Mhm, yeah, I said that a little earlier. We got our 5 minute back. But see, this signal is not a good thing to have this signal
We
while
need a
we're looking
we need a
to go
green one,
up.
right?
Huh?
It
So
need to
you
be
would,
green.
yeah, you need the green one underneath. Yeah,
Okay.
is what you would
Yeah.
want to, you don't want this one because this is indicative that it's going to sell. So it's showing us selling pressure is coming in. Again, it's on the 32nd, but it's showing us that selling pressure. This is telling me selling pressure is coming in. So I'm definitely gonna look at soon as I get anywhere close to an exit where, something that fits my exit, I'm gonna, I would exit because I'm seeing it's giving me all the signals of selling pressure. Now, right before, it could, it did shift. So it could get it, now it came, see, now we got the blue. So it's just this zone is back and forth, but you want to
Could you
be
let me
aware.
see further back? At the back
Exit.
history of this zone, yeah, let me see.
I'm gonna make this bigger. So there. See, it's breaking where, okay, so look, it was going up and this is the candle. See this big candle down? It's where it broke this major pivot and then you got the down. It hasn't been back up here since until now. So that's why it's such a major area to break right now. Just so you guys know, it's a major area to break, but we have to be aware that it's this major area to break and we're in a buy. So we have to stay flexible and saying, okay, I want to look at if it doesn't, usually when it breaks through a zone like this, it's a Kool-Aid candle. So it may just shoot straight up and come all the way to here.
By the story.
I'm sorry.
Oh no, I was talking to Janaya.
Oh, okay.
My bad.
So it may come up. See, we're getting that. But you see, we got all these signals back and forth. It's because it's such a fight right there. It's a tug of war.
When the
Because of
last
this.
time it been that high before though? I want to see further back.
So going on the 15-minute, this is where it's been this high. So
Okay.
this is just looking at the 15-minute. So that's the next high that it would have to go. So it's breaking major. So it's breaking, major. It's turning to go up again.
Yeah.
You see that? It was going. You see that?
Oh,
Was
yeah.
down. So that's why this is a major area to break. So
Yeah.
that's why I said it could shoot up. It could shoot all the way to here.
And
could
it
shoot.
is.
Yeah. So we're gonna let tell us what it's gonna do. But we're on the 32nd. So again, that's why you have to know why you got in and what's going on. And the indicator just helps you to see so you don't panic. We got all of these telling us that it's going up. It's just a waiting game. You don't jump in and out and panic. It's just a waiting game.
Can we see the money again? There
Mhm.
it is. There it is.
Still hasn't changed.
Yeah.
Um,
So would you say those are equal lows? You got all
It's,
those?
it's a low. Yeah, these are equal low. I mean, it hasn't finished yet, so I can't until, you know, um,
Yeah.
it's getting there. Yeah, this would be, if I was to say a double bottom area, a small one, it would be this one is the one I would pick. Because it's, I teach you, you know, this is the one. It's the white and the blue candle.
Mm-hmm.
And so it wicked it, activated it, and potentially going back up. For this not this challenge, for my, someone asked who am I using? I'm not recommending this broker. I'm just telling you who I use. I use kind of Apex is who I use for my, prop firm challenge. I am actually in, my live account. I've already passed it. I showed them earlier today. I usually pass it within 3 to 4 days, with the same method I'm using now. Some days, you know, most times my number, I say my number is 1,000. Once I get 1,000, I'm good. But sometimes I get 2,000, 3,000, 4,000. It just depends on the market. But it's when I'm trading. It's also when I'm trading. Am I trading during a time where there's a lot of movement? That's when you make more. This is a less active time. But again, like I said, I explained why we're trading at this time. So once it wrote that, this is kind of my next area that I look for. Because this is not really a major load to me. Really, it's this one, but I just like to see where I'm going, see where it's going. Where the potential for it to go, shall I say. We just lost our 1 minute because, of course, we see that we have this. We see our RSI is sideways. Is basically, you know, neutral. This is down. It came all the way down during that time. It has to breathe. So still no panic. Nothing has shown me any reason to move out. I just don't like this, but it's still not, it's on the 30 seconds. So again, I don't take that as analysis. I take this as this is, you know, you need to start looking at what's going on. And actually, this is so congregated in here. I would look at this like that.
Would you look at that as also a correction that's happening right now?
We're on the 30 seconds. So, I mean, according on this time frame, what do you constitute as a correction? For that first, let me ask that question.
Correction means after your high, after impulse, then you do the correction. It's pulling back.
So remember, we're on the 30 seconds. So this is not a true analysis time frame for me. It's too short of a time frame to say this is a correction.
Okay.
So on here, I would, you know, you could say a pullback, a retracement, you know, it's still it's so narrow a time frame that, you know, those are terms that I wouldn't really use. I'll just say that's why you hear me say price direction change a lot. You'll say it's just the direction change. Because 30 seconds is not it's not an analysis time frame for me. It's not. I mean, you know, 30 seconds is nothing. It's easily manipulable, easy to be manipulated on that time frame. So it's not showing a true correction. It's not, you couldn't really go on and say, you know, put Elliott waves on this time frame. You just can't. You can't see structure like that because it's so low. It's only meant to scalp, but you use your knowledge. Like I could put a fib on here. Fib is just measuring, you know, pullback versus retracement. It's not measuring like market structure. So I use the fibs. Trends are trends, you know, up and down, but I'll say, is it violating the trend? Because the trend is a trend is a trend. But I won't go into full market structure on this time frame.
Okay. So if I were just looking at this chart from this point where you see that box, you would get in after that second candle.
So if we were just coming on here,
Right.
when this candle closes, this would be, oh, well, the alert just went off, but that green alert, remember now it came on this candle. So when this candle closes, that would be a signal based on the trend strategy. Yes,
Okay.
that would be your indication to get in. After this candle closes, you got 18 seconds.
And you
That would be your indication.
needed
to
a
get
big
in.
candle to break that zone.
I know, I said that a long time ago. We was waiting for the Kool-Aid candle to break this
Yeah.
down. Because it was such because all this resistance here.
A resistance area. Yeah. I'm loving this trading you doing, grown.
Yeah.
God is good, cause I ain't never been this calm.
Man, what? Who you telling? Who you telling?
Yeah, y'all my two
Hey,
stressful kids.
God,
man.
I ain't been stressed,
Neither.
I promise you. God
Hey,
is good.
hey, I would
I
have been
mean,
lost like 3,000 all the way at the bottom. I would have been
Right,
gone.
you would've got out of that, huh?
Right.
man, no sweat. I love this. God is so good.
I don't even have a glass of wine or anything. Just
Oh,
panic.
I love it. I love it.
Nina
I
said
love
she ain't been this calm since happy hour. Good God.
So
I do
it's
have
breaking here,
stuff.
this area. So it's really quickly, you guys. So remember, this was the second area that I said I was watching for it to break. It's breaking this area. So the next place for it to go is here. But we see we have this what I call the mini resistance there. So we wanted to break through there. It just broke through here, which is good. But we know what happens after a break. It's usually a break and retest. And I don't know if that's what you meant by correction, was the break and retest. But it did come up here, break and retest it this time. So it may not do it again. So we'll see right now, and it's starting to run into this resistance area. So we're going to see how it reacts off of here. But being that it had the strength of this Kool-Aid candle, it may still have that in there, or it may just come back to this zone, retest this and go get the strength it needs to go up. So I just wanted to make you guys aware of what was happening. But this is the next area. And remember, after that, it goes way up looking at, let me see, can I see it? After that, after this zone, it goes way to here. 25.
I
It's
love
not
when
a,
I do this.
so, right? Go back to the 30 seconds to show you where we're at. So it goes back when we saw that this is the 2,500, which is where I was saying, I think it's going to, I believe it's going to go. And that's where I'm looking to take my profit at that point.
Yeah.
I should be at my 1,000 by then. So at least at my 1,000. And it's going to go further than that. But I remember I told you, and for sake of time, because we're going to end up going past our time, but I'm going to stay on to get it ready,
Why are you fine
anybody can get off whenever, we just get off about 8 o'clock. So I'm sorry, I didn't hear you, whoever spoke. Okay. Dog is barking.
This is good to show you how to stay in the trade, Right, yeah. As long as you can understand the movement.
Mm-hmm. And my indicator, that's what it's meant to do. It's not meant to take on your skill and knowledge. It's meant to help you to see what price action is doing. It's not meant to trade for you. It's not meant to do any of that. It's just to help you to see what price is doing. in a logical way. So, you know, where you're not panicked. You know, a lot of times we just see the money part and you're just like, oh my gosh, that's all you can see. But I want you to focus on what the chart is telling you. And that's what the indicators help with. At least for me, it does. At least that was my hope in creating it. It actually started with my husband telling me that I want you to create something where I could just push the button and that's it. I don't have to learn trade. That's what it started with, but
Is
yeah.
he trading?
Closest I got. No, he says he just sees lines and colors when he
Okay,
looks at the
yeah, yeah.
chart. He don't know what I see. He's like, I don't know what you be seeing. I just see lines and colors. So, but that was my hope that he would try. I'm like, oh my gosh, you don't see this? So it was my hope to find a tool that would help him to see stuff. That's how I started really creating it. But only God knew what it was really meant to do.
He just said, well, you got his back, so just go ahead and do your thing.
Right. So now we see that we got RSI turned down. So we want to be aware of that. But we know why, right? We know why, because we broke a zone and we break and
We're back.
retest. Break and retest is the normal thing. So nothing to panic about. Hold on for a minute, you guys. I want to see why my dog is barking.
Okay.
Why is barking? Come on. Come on. Get in here. Okay. Yes. She's mad because I closed my door. Yes. Let's see. Back. We got that nasty red signal again, but we still have all our pillars. Where is our, oh, you know what's missing? Our histogram. I took it off. Yep. Back at the same area where we had to break before, so probably gonna need another Kool-Aid candle to get us through it again. We're being supported by this major SR level and this price lines right now. We just got the green dot and the blue signaling upward movement.
You might have to call him, Miss Donnice.
I have to call the Kool-Aid man again.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
you
gotta
gotta call
call
him.
Kool-Aid,
Hey,
man.
Kool-Aid.
Yeah, you gotta call him.
You gotta call him. You gotta
Playing
call
games
him.
now.
I mean,
We
but
got
it's
everything except for the Hey Kool-Aid, man. We need that. We
hey,
thirsty right
Kool-Aid
now.
man.
We
Well, we
thirsty.
got RSI just went back up. So, you know, Kool-Aid coming. He might be coming. He may be coming. Got the RSI again. Did I take the trend lines off? I don't know what I was doing. I just been taking, what did I do wrong with that? I don't even remember. This helps me to know where, you know, the trend is and if it's breaking it or not. So I like to see that on there. Is it respecting that trend line? I think Kool-Aid coming. Going back above it. So we hit that rejection right at that area. Right there.
Work hard for your money.
You see how many signals it is? It's
Right.
all these signals back and forth, which is indicative of a range, of course, but we knew that this zone we knew this was a tough zone. We already knew that. So nothing out of the norm. Kool-Aid County, you wasn't supposed to go in that direction. You're supposed to go
I was
in
thinking
the
the same thing.
other.
Thinking the same thing.
But I think they're going to get their homies down here, come back up.
So now it creates a double bottom, right?
Exactly. You got it. Exactly. Exactly. But the catch is I don't have to draw it because it's already been drawn pretty much by the indicator.
All right.
Remember I said before that, you know, when it was up, that's why I usually, if I go to, you know, $0 or $100, even though it's a small amount, I go ahead and get out because then I know, you know, it broke a zone, I wait and then come back and then I have a better entry over here and going, because if it's going to continue to go up, that's why I do that. Rather than waiting all of this out and then waiting for it to go back up and then making money.
Would you wait until it breaks that trend line before you get in?
Until it breaks what trend line?
That blue line.
Definitely, yes.
Okay, yeah.
At minimal, if not here. Because
Okay.
when it breaks here, it's going right back. It's coming to here. Now, if I get like I'm about to say a green dot coming here and then it goes above here, then I would get in here. Like how it just did. Let's see. Let's show you how it does. Let's see. I got the green dot. All my stuff is up, right? Everything is up. I got momentum showing me that it's going bullish. So I would get in here, even though this is here, because it gives me enough room to go into profit. I would just be quick to the trigger. I would just be watching it at this zone because we already know that it struggled at breaking this, right? We already know that. We've seen it here. got this back up. We lost our 1 minute, but we got this still up. You know, this is coming out. So we wanted this to come back. You see this wick rejection right there. So that's not in our favor, but we're still good because we have the RSI up. We're just waiting. It's turning back up. So so funny, like how it's just playing in here. It's 8 o'clock. What is going on with this guy? Okay, now Kool-Aid man, I need you to come on because it's 8:10 and we need to get
You
some
mean
sleep.
we need a
We need to
bullish
get some
Kool-Aid?
sleep. A bullish Kool-Aid. Oh, I gotta be
Yeah, you
specific.
gotta
My
be
bad,
You
Jay.
gotta be
My bad. I
specific.
gotta be
Bullish
specific.
Kool-Aid.
I
You
need a
can't have
bullish Kool-Aid.
you can't
Okay.
have his evil twin
Yeah.
show up. His evil twin
Okay.
show up. Nah, we don't need him.
Right.
We need him to stay at the crib. We need the
Okay.
bullish Kool-Aid to come out.
Bullish Kool-Aid guy. Okay.
That's right.
It's funny.
Nah, and it's cool to watching this slow movement because you even know where to set your alerts at. Like just from watching this range, you know where to set your alerts. Because when it do figure out where it's going either way, it's going.
Mhm.
It's gonna go.
Don't like it breaking this zone because it's breaking this. Remember I pulled this over,
Mm-hmm.
'cause it's hitting that zone.
Hey, Janet,
Mm.
is your trade manager, you sound like you just woke up. Is your trade
I know,
manager
it's kind of tired. I'm tired. I'm with her. Shoot.
No, I got up and closed my curtains and stuff.
Oh, check your trade manager, and if you'll let Denise know, not saying this, it just, she can put on her list of things to check on maybe tomorrow or the next day.
Okay.
Kool-Aid man came the wrong way.
Mm.
You did.
Just coming back to this support. Yeah, see, this is, it broke through this zone. So
And what am I looking for?
what do you mean?
He told me to check the trade manager. I'm saying, what am I looking for?
Oh, I'm not sure.
On the hub. Okay, Janet, we'll talk later. I'll
Okay.
talk with you. We'll talk
Okay.
tomorrow.
Okay, in the morning. then.
So now they just shifted down. So unless it show a big candle up, we're looking at exit strategies. Shift it back up. Because this is the main area right here. This was where I was saying with the, even with the head and shoulders, it needed to break below here. So this is why when it was $0 or $100, why we get out, and I didn't follow my own rule. Yeah, not a good thing. But when it was when I came from the previous deficit and going back up to 0, because it comes back to breathe, to retest and goes back. And that's what I was saying. You get out, come back, wait to see what it's going to do. You don't immediately re-enter, you wait to see what it's going to do. And I really have every confidence because of this. I'm not getting out, even past, it's going to go back up because I have the confidence that it's really, it's just going back and forth because of the time, just the movement of this time right now. And my dog is barking incessantly. I'm sorry. I don't know why he's barking.
Is it a he or she?
It's a she.
Or she was saying, you've been sitting too long. You need to give me some attention.
No, she's barking for my husband. I don't know where he went, and he left her. Wherever him and my grandbaby went, they left her. So they either are upstairs or they went somewhere, and she's mad because they left her. I can't hear them. I just hear her. That's what it is. She's mad because they left her.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. And she's fussing at her. Stop fussing at them. She know they left her.
So it's making this move back up.
Because it's, again, remember I talked about before and I said it didn't make this low before. This is not a significant low. It needs to, for me, it needs to drop below a significant low. If let's just put this whole chart up here. These are just back and forths, right? This is the low for me that it needs to drop below for me to say it's made a lower low. Because look, it's this is the high. Let's talk this through. Let's take this off. This is a high. This is a equal low. This is a lower high. This is an equal low. This is a lower high. Now this is a higher low, equal high, equal low, higher high, higher low, higher high. Now what low is this? This is a lower low, but you see how it's not higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, upward trend, lower high, lower low consistently. None of those are consistent with that. So for me, because there's no consistency in the higher highs and higher lows, or the lower lows and lower highs, it's no consistency. It has not stipulated a trend for me. It has not broke a trend. It hasn't. It is simply ranging for
I
me.
was just thinking that. I was just thinking that,
So
right?
now a break of this would be a break of a significant low here, and would show me that, okay, now it's made a lower low than, than here. It's made a lower low. Anywhere in between, because it's range, anywhere in between here to, there. That would show me a significant low. Now, do I like my accounting drawdown? No, I don't, but I'm looking at what the market is telling me. But I will say this, I did have the opportunity to get out of this trade without being at a loss, because my trade went to like 100 or 200 in profit. And I didn't follow my own rule, which was whenever you come from a significant deficit, you get out first, you protect your account first, and then you wait. So I waited to see if it was going to continue going up. That is not one of the things that I do. And it's mainly because I was trying to teach and at the same time, but I still have to be accountable for that. So
Right.
I did not get out when it went $100, knowing I just came from 3,000 in a deficit. I should have gotten out at that 100, regardless if I was teaching y'all or not. I have to improve on that, right?
Right.
So that's my thing. I had the opportunity to get out and still be in a good position, not having lost to my account. I wouldn't have made any money, maybe, $50 or whatever, but making a small amount is better than losing, right? So that's the thing. And that's what we have to keep in mind. Making a smaller profit is better than a loss. Now, in my heart of hearts, I believe that it's going to go up. Like I said, everything in my indicator is telling me, but look, we lost the 5 down. We only have the upper time frames. So what that tells me is it may take me longer to get out of this trade. As we start to, you know what I'm saying? We start to lose the smaller ones. I'll get out of it, but it may take me longer, because now I'm green on the higher time frames, the 15-minute, the 30-minute. I'm not on the 5 and the 1. Now, unless, something significant happens or whatever, and it can go all the way back up. I'm not saying that it's not, but that's what that would indicate, that I may have to spend more time in the charts than I may want to get out of this trade successfully. But I believe that because I have these pillars and because it's still not breaking this area, it's not breaking here. So it's just ranging. So I have no fear that it's going to go back up. Now, what did I tell you? I'm getting, bullish signals. My blue trend line is starting to move. That means the bulls are active again, but I could have been out and catching this trade up as a trade once it got above the price line, instead of being in this mode where I'm in drawdown. And that's what we need to see. Instead of waiting and holding on to a losing trade, it's better to take $100 profit, $200 profit, than to hold on to a losing trade and wait for it to come back. Everybody understand that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
And we not here, we do pray, but we're not here to wish and pray, because, we do pray. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying we're here to make sound decisions and sound judgment when we trade. That's the point of it. He's given us a sound strategy where we're to utilize that and not have to depend on it. One of the things he taught me is, do you want victory or do you want grace? And victory means that you basically followed his route, what he told you to do, and you're victorious. You don't have to depend on his grace. So, do we want to use our strategy, use the tools that we have, and not have to hope and pray that it goes in our direction? If we use the strategies and the plan that he gave us, we don't have to hope and pray that it goes up, because we're using the tools he gave us to trade profitably and successfully and with discipline. And that's what causes you to not have to trade panicky. We trade with a plan and follow it and stick to it. We don't have to panic. It's when we don't follow our own rules or the, you know, rules of our trading plan or whatever that is, you know, when we don't follow that, that's when we get into fear. Sorry, guys.
We hear you. You don't gotta whoop yourself. It's going up.
But you're teaching us patience.
Yes. And I
Sure.
appreciate the patience.
Sorry about that, you guys. I mean, like I said, you know, I have every confidence that it's gonna go up, but we may be longer than, you know, because of that. So again, you guys are free to stay on. I'm willing to stay on. You guys are free to go
But you're
off.
not gonna wait, you're gonna be waiting until this thing,
Oh,
pans
yeah,
out.
because it's
I
gonna,
mean, you,
because
yeah,
I know it's coming. I know it's coming out.
yeah.
Yeah, and I'm hoping that it's sooner than later, but you know, it's coming out. I'm not even worried about it.
So
Like, I
the
have
only,
no concern about that at all.
so the only way you
I
would
just
have
don't know
walked,
what time.
yeah, the
Go
only
ahead.
way that you probably would have walked away is you had set your parameters ahead of time, like you said, take profit and all of that,
No,
right?
the only way that I would have gotten out this trade if it closed below this. I would have took my loss. It has to tell me that it's going the other way. It has not told me that yet. There's nothing in this. Just see, that's what I'm saying. You guys are looking at the balance, account balance, and saying my account balance is telling me it's selling. Your account balance doesn't tell you if it's selling or not. It doesn't tell you if it's buying or selling. Your account balance doesn't tell you that. Your account balance tells you if you made a good entry, good exit, good whatever. That's all it tells you. It doesn't tell you what market is doing, right? Market structure tells you what the market is doing. So because I have not gotten anything that told me that I am that I am selling, therefore it is in, you know, if I'm selling and I took a buy, that's opposing my position. So I haven't gotten any concrete data to tell me that this trade has went against my position yet. I have nothing. People are using their account balance to do that.
Mhm.
And that's not what you're supposed to use, because your account balance puts fear in you. That's what that does. That's trading out of fear.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? He said, I gave you a sound mind. I didn't give you fear.
right.
So we need to trade with a sound mind. And a sound mind says that I need to see something that tells me that it is now selling. I have nothing that tells me that. I have bearish behavior, but I do not have if anybody can show me a bearish trend, but I don't see a bearish trend. Not a trend. I see bearish behavior, bearish direction, but I do not see a bearish trend. I have not seen 4 successful points of lower high, lower low, low, lower high, lower low. I haven't seen 4 points of that anywhere in any of these highs and lows. That's why I haven't gotten out.
Amen.
You guys got that? I want you guys to be clear, because
Yeah.
that's what makes you successful. When you create a trading plan that tells you that I get in when I see this, and it makes sense. It coincides with my account, my strategy, my balance, my lot size, my mindset. It coincides with all this. This is why I got in. And this is the reason why I would get out. For me and my trading plan, I don't have that reason to get out yet. My balance, I don't like my balance, but that's not, so just because you don't like something, not a reason, then don't mean that the car is blue because the car is green because I don't like blue. That ain't how it works. So, and that's what we're doing. We're operating in fear. We need to operate with a sound mind. And yeah, I mean, there's some things that are scary in life, but we still push forward. I was scared when I had to deliver my first child, but I still delivered her. Yeah, you still push through it. And it is what it is. And at the end of the day, I can't tell you honestly that I remember the pain, although I know it was painful. Can't tell you I remember it. Again, I don't like that I'm seeing this bearish behavior, but I got, just created another support here. But it hasn't hit my line. Sorry about that. That price line trying to push through.
I'm about to get off of here.
Okay,
So,
Nina.
off in the morning. I will say the
Okay.
good news is I jumped in late. However, I got my 1K, so
That's right. I love it.
I wanted
got
to
it,
stay in. I wanted to stay in. I was like, I'm gonna stay in until Denise at least gets her.
No,
Element. I was just
Don't do
like, no,
that. Don't
stay
do
here.
that. Don't do that. Mm-mm.
I
Don't do
know
that.
it.
Because I can close off and trust me, I'm gonna get out of the straight and I'm gonna get my 1K. Don't even worry. Like I don't know. Am I the only one in? Because if I'm the only one in, you guys are all welcome. I don't know if you guys want to see this trade through or what, you guys let me know, but don't worry about me. I'm good. Like
I'm not worried
I
about you
think
because I
this
was
is
like,
the
I
full-
was saying stay in the trade until you got so I could have like some additional profits, but I was just like, no,
oh
that's just kind of greedy.
You got that one girl.
yeah, we
That's
gotta
your
watch
goal.
that.
Get to make
We
that
gotta
money.
watch that.
Nina
Yeah, you
timing
gotta
was
watch.
good yesterday too.
Congratulations, Nina.
Congratulations, Nina.
She got them trigger fingers. She
Nina
got them
getting them
trigger
perfect
fingers.
timings.
God
Right.
is
Perfect
good.
entry. She got the last one too, man.
Got them
That's what's
trigger
up,
fingers.
Nina.
Thank you. Thank you.
Got them
Y'all are
trigger
so
fingers.
kind. Well, I'm just watching and learning just like all of us on here. So anyways, I can
All
sleep
right.
well
You have-
tonight. See y'all.
She said she gonna
You
sleep
guys
good
have a
tonight,
good
ain't
night.
All
Have a
right,
good
take it.
night. You too. Now, I will say this. Now, had I got out then, right, when it was up here, I would have had that. And then as it crosses back above here and crosses above this, which is going to do, that's when I would have had my entry. And so I would have had the ability to make another 1,000 at least because I'm 2,200 down. So I know it's going to come back at least to there. So just so you guys know, that's how, that's how it would be. You wait for that next one. It'll be above price line and it'll be coming off of this support area. Let me just close this door, 'cause it's kind of loud. It happened. I left for a moment. What the heck? Oh, where did I? No. Left for a moment. I guess I can't get up, huh?
Yeah, your bullish, bearish pillar came in.
Uh-huh. What's this? That's Priceline defending its territory. But do you see all of this ranginess right here?
Yes.
All of this is a range. Just brought down. So it just brought this resistance down, which is not necessarily a good sign for us, for me. Because it's bringing the resistance and the support closer and closer. But it could go either way. It could mean that it's when you compress something, you compress it and then it busts out. But remember, it could bust out in any direction. So that's what this compression, bringing these two zones closer and closer, it's like it's squeezing it. That's accumulation. They call it also accumulation. Squeezing it for it to bust out, but it can bust out in either direction. Come on, Miss Kool-Aid. Let's get done with this. My eyes is getting heavy. Can anybody see that wedge pattern?
Nope.
This has everything that
That's
says it's gonna
wedge.
come up. Yeah, I see what you're talking about. I see it.
You see the wedge pattern?
Mm-hmm. I see what you're talking about.
What's the wedge pattern?
Right here, you see this wedge is making a wedge. It's keeping
Okay,
the lows
yeah.
pretty much the same, but
Yeah,
the
yeah.
highs are getting lower and lower. It's creating a wedge.
Some people call it what, a squeeze or something like that.
Well, I was talking about when I said that these two zones are compressing together, I was talking about the support and resistance because they were higher. So I
Okay.
was saying they're squeezing, compressing together. Because like when you squeeze something, it breaks out,
Right.
pushes out so that's what I was speaking of, the support and resistance areas. But this is a wedge right here. This
Right.
is a wedge.
Yeah, I see.
Oh,
Mhm.
one minute.
Mhm. This wedge pattern is a bullish breakout, just so you know, pattern. So what this is basically where it's not making lower lows because the sellers are not they're not letting it go below that. And so it forces it up for a breakout. That's what the wedge says. I don't trade the wedge pattern, but that's what this wedge is indicative of. So just so you guys know, when I talk about the wedge, that's what it is. And then it's the opposite for when it's keeping the same highs, but the lows are narrowing, like how the highs are narrowing, but the lows are pretty much staying the same. It's usually indicative of an upward breakout. But again, remember, I saw that head and shoulders back here, and it's getting to my zone. And so this, like I said, this is my area.
Looks like it's gonna give you one more One more drop and then go up. It's at the 1 minute or something.
The 1 minute, let me see. It hasn't closed, it hasn't closed. Yeah, I see what you're saying on this. This is the same area that I have marked off with this red line, if you can see here.
Yeah.
This is my line that I put on there, that I said it needs to close below.
Yeah.
So yeah, I see what you're saying.
Might give you one little more push because you got the
It's
divergence.
still,
And the 1 minute divergence, well, got that, yes.
well,
both
I
of
said it
them.
had to close below here. I didn't say just hit, it has to close.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm in agreement.
Yeah.
We're in total agreement.
And it's okay to not be, you have your analysis, it's fine. You gotta go with what's comfortable for you. I'm not here to make you trade like me. I'm here to get you to see how my tool can help you and how, to help how we could, utilize the different knowledge and to help each other. That's the point. And if the tool helps you, great. If it doesn't, great,
Gain
it's
some
fine.
confidence.
No, your tool definitely helps.
Right. it does.
So there's no question there. I told you I'm in for the long haul.
All right. Okay, Howard, I'm on that train. I'm following it.
That's right.
I've been up.
Starting to see this kind of turn a little bit, but we're waiting to see what it's gonna do. It is shifting. This is shifting. This is shifted again. I
Where
think
that cloud?
Oh, I didn't took everything off. I don't know what I was doing. I don't know how I took all of that stuff off. What I did.
Yeah, no. You hear Jay, where that cloud?
Yeah, where that cloud at? Yeah, we need that cloud back. You know what I mean?
It do tell it. I mean, it tells you the story. I mean, look at it. It gave you the story all the way down. It did. I don't know what I did. I was just taking stuff out. I don't know what I did, but it does. It really, it helps to see it easily. I'm telling you guys, I'll be trying to do easy.
I'm tired of seeing them Blair Witch candles. You know what I mean?
That's right.
Man, I'm just getting a little sleepy. 3 o'clock come early.
How much with you?
You were supposed to boo. You were supposed to, is there someone, what?
Apple, you got to take your headphones
Oh,
off.
someone would have looked at her, some on my face?
Still, this is my line, so it's still above it.
Yep.
I see that little curve you be talking about.
You
Little
see it?
curve. Yeah.
You
That
get
cloud.
used to it after you start watching it for a while. You get used to it. I'm so
Yeah,
used.
the end of it be like a little ping pong machine.
Mm.
No, it's time for that Kool-Aid candle to go up.
So it's gonna give you a little itty bitty
That's
push
the one
down and then come on
that's
up.
the one I don't like.
But it's gonna give you that. So it's gonna give you a little push down.
What you say, then that Kool-Aid coming?
And then it's gonna start going up. That's like, that looks to be the,
8:46.
that should be the last one.
Mhm.
That should.
Come on, my Kool-Aid smile coming on my face. That's what I'm talking about. Just go on and stretch it out.
Yeah, I need the Kool-Aid with all the sugar at the bottom. That's the Kool-Aid.
Ooh,
I
There we go,
It's
here
the
we go.
super sweet
Say
Kool-Aid.
you want your granny Kool-Aid.
I need that Kool-Aid with all the sugar stuck up at the bottom, like syrup.
Cup of diabetes.
Oh my
Right.
gosh, man.
I used to go to both of my lunches. Very good time.
So there we go.
Come on, Blue.
Oh no, I'm so for real. I used to go to my class, put my stuff down, and I used to like I did go to bed, and then I would take it.
Stop. Wait for 1 minute. Wait for the 1 minute to go. Well, that's what happened.
Give me this shirt.
You're losing.
Okay, I like how we got creative at the end, starting using their own story.
They gotta put a little more sugar in that for Jay.
There we go. There we go.
What
got
you
dunked
say?
bag.
I almost got diabetes.
One more scoop, then I had the diabetes.
Well, y'all doing too much. Hey, I'm sleep. I'm going to fall asleep on you guys. Y'all too much. Mm-mm. And Howard and Jay be trading all night. I don't know how y'all do it.
Hey,
Y'all be up.
I-
I'm telling you, the desk is holding me up right now. And I'm telling y'all right now.
see, look,
I'm
when
glad
Al
y'all
Pac-
got that energy because I ain't got it right now. My head, I'm ready to lay my head on the desk.
when our pockets get that big and we got that, we can see what you
I'm
see.
not
Then
gonna
we can
lie.
we'll
We
go
can
to
feel
sleep
like
on
that,
time
huh?
too.
If we can feel like
Right,
now, shoot.
right.
Oh, I gotta see.
We still got work to do, right?
Yeah.
What to do.
So period.
So now we did get some bullish signals that's giving us some good signs, just so you guys know. The support was red, it turned back green, letting
Now
us,
you- now
giving
you got
us
an
some
entry.
light.
Is this an entry once it crosses over that?
This was actually
the
this
entry right there.
close here was an entry. You always gonna get a little pullback, but it's coming back up. So you're above, you got it.
Yeah. Once it,
Howard, you know I'm tired. Howard, I know your name. You got it. That's an entry. It's above price.
That's
Yep.
right.
That's your entry.
Now there I will do it because that's not consolidation. That's
Did you brush
Exactly.
past?
the beginning. You follow what I'm saying? That's the beginning.
This is the beginning of it. You still
Yeah.
haven't gotten your blue cloud. You haven't gotten your blue cloud yet.
Yeah,
But
I
this is
gotta
the
wait.
beginning of your entry. And so you can
Yes,
wait for your blue
I wait.
cloud to start
There you go.
showing and
Then
then
you
get
in.
in. But this is telling you, okay, get ready for your entry. This is an entry, but you're gonna get some pullback because you
I
broke an
think I'm
area.
gonna wait for the pull.
retest.
I'm trapping that pullback.
You trapping exactly.
Trapping that
Wait
pullback.
for that
And
pullback
then-
to break.
And when that
and
when
there
that
you go.
pullback gives me the Kool-Aid candle, we out of there. Let's go right up to
There
that
you
red line.
go. There you go. And I think it's about to give it to you.
You on the 30 seconds, Howard, too?
Oh, yeah, yes, I am. Now I'm going down a little bit.
Hey,
It's
Howard.
just retesting
Yes,
that
sir,
support.
yes, sir, yes, sir,
It's
yes, sir.
retesting this support, you guys. That's what it's
And
retesting.
there we go. It's
Howard,
not
you-
there yet. Give
Them
him
new
a Kool-Aid
glasses,
can-
Howard.
Huh?
Them new glasses, sir.
Yes, they are, but brand new glasses.
Oh, I can't see you guys. Let me put y'all pictures up.
Yes, I got
Howard.
brand new glasses.
I'm so tired. It's
'Cause
crazy.
Howard normally be in the frame. He normally be in the camera. That's how I know
Oh,
he got
Brand
new
new
glasses on.
oh, okay.
He got the fresh prescription. He ain't got
That's
the
right.
old prescription. He got the fresh one.
That's right.
They double up on him.
I'm glad I
double
didn't get
did that.
in because that thing pulled back pretty much.
It's just
Yeah,
retesting.
you
It's
gotta
the
wait.
retest.
That's the retest. You gotta wait for this. This what you trapping. This is what you try. You wait for this to give you the Kool-Aid candle, then we go.
Right, right.
Now, oh, there we go.
Mhm. And that's what you're waiting for the blue cloud. You see, you don't have no blue cloud. When it broke, you still didn't have no blue cloud. Wait for the blue cloud. And then that's your, hey, I'm good. Because you already got the signals here and it broke above price. So it broke above price, it came back to retest. Now, when that blue cloud come out, you know that it's going up. We ain't got the blue cloud yet. It's still playing around with these people down here. Told y'all to get out that neighborhood.
And
Them
I
people
want
be
15
hanging out in that
seconds.
neighborhood right now.
It's
Oh,
15
man.
seconds. Gonna give me that blue cloud. You're gonna give me that.
See, that's not good. Y'all hanging out with the hoodlums down there. Come on. I'm gonna
There we
have to-
go. Here we go.
But
Here
it's
we
still,
come.
I needed to stay above there. Don't close below, because then I'm gonna
Gotta
have to
go.
come after
Still
y'all
don't
with
have
a
your
vengeance.
Kool-Aid candle. Here come your Kool-Aid. And now you're waiting for
I
that
s-
Kool-Aid candle to break.
I still don't have my, it still hasn't closed below my area,
No, you still good so
but I
far.
don't like this white cloud coming.
Oh.
It's still playing around. See, that's what I'm saying. See,
Yeah, still
I
playing
told you I
around.
didn't like that white cloud. Woo,
Oh, yeah.
didn't I tell y'all that?
Maybe one more push down. Yeah. We got
Mm-mm,
divergence, but we don't have that one more push down.
I didn't like this white cloud. And it just shifted my level, so it's going down, y'all. So I'm finna have to take my little loss, tuck my tail. Let me see, let me move this and see what this, because this ain't giving me nothing right now. Let me see what it's doing. Yeah, I don't like this white cloud coming. And it dropped below my level. So I gotta follow my plan. That made a lower low, right?
It made a lower low and
Yeah,
it's pulling
so
away from that zone. So
exactly.
and you got the
So-
white cloud coming down. So yeah, it's coming down now.
Mhm.
It's not coming down now. It's coming down on here. Oh, okay, I see.
See what I'm saying? So
If you look
It's
left,
got
look
this-
left, it looks like it's gonna come down. So maybe that's purple.
yeah, but my account can't afford the purple.
Yep, that purple. Yep, coming down to
Yeah.
purple.
So that's the thing. My account can't afford the purple. So unless it go back and I'm getting these big things here, I don't have a turn over here. So I'm just walking you guys through it. I don't have a turn over here. I don't have anything giving me any hope of it. And I'm not, it shouldn't even use hope, but giving me any signal that it's going back up. It dropped below. This was my point. It dropped below my point, letting me know that my point that it did make a lower low. Even if I go to the 1 minute, it's still a lower low. You see what I'm saying? So you can't justify it that it's not a lower low on the 1 minute. It's still a lower low, even on that time frame. Now, I'd like to wait to, you know, see if it's gonna pull back some and lessen my, you know, amount, but unless it does something significant, I'm taking my loss and going with it. That's where we mess up. We keep trying to justify the trade, you
Staying
know,
in.
that's coming back, and that's how you mess up. You keep trying to justify the trade. That's just in our
What
our
RSI is
humanity.
pointing up.
Okay, that's one good thing. So let's go to the 32nd and see. So we got one momentum and this is pointing up. So I can hold on a little bit and see. So we got one, but
Your
my
sniper-
numbers is moving.
Sniper is starting to turn too.
Say it again, didn't hear.
The sniper line
Yeah.
down,
Mm-hmm.
it pointed up a little and then went down.
Yeah, see, but it's made,
Yeah,
I
but
just want to be clear
you
with
gotta
you
make
guys.
lower low.
Yes, that's what
Make
I
lower
want.
low.
Lower low is market structure. So I
Yeah.
want you guys to be clear. We can justify all of these tools away that we want to, but at the end of the day, we have to know how to win and we have to know how to lose. You cannot, that's how you blow accounts. You gotta know how to win and you gotta know how to lose. Because if you learn how to lose, you live to trade another day, right?
So,
You
Right.
live to trade another day. Your account, you save your account, you live to trade another day. But if I keep going down and keep hoping and saying, okay, it's gonna turn, my account's gonna keep dropping. You see what I'm saying?
this is gonna
See,
keep going
I
down
mean, oh,
because it didn't go. It has to break that. It's no, yeah.
You
Yeah,
got,
this- now this-
I just really want you guys to understand this. I'm not, that you will trust me when I say you will justify this away. That's how your brain is going to operate if you don't stick with your plan. My plan state was that if it dropped below here, it made a lower low. It coincides with market structure, period, point blank. I'm not saying that it's still not going to go back up. Oh, shoot, I didn't push the button because I really don't want to.
It just ain't going back up right now.
Exactly. That's what I'm
Get
saying.
back.
The
Trying to-
market
gonna go
goes
down.
up and down, so it's
Yes.
going back up.
I said, look like
Yeah.
it's gonna drop to that purple.
But
Then it might come up from that purple, but
you guys are missing the point that I'm making to you.
Yeah,
guys. I'm
no, I
trying-
understand what you're saying. You when you made that lower low, that was your confluence.
Marcus-
Go ahead and get out.
that wasn't
Right.
a
Now,
confluence.
I'm going to try to lessen it some, you know, but that was my confluence. That was my confluence. You can't, like, even now, I'm really holding on too long, but, you know, you cannot, because, yeah, that's when you get, now, you got two of these showing that, like, okay, I got some hope. But then you can get two of these and boom, look how wide my cloud is. What I tell you about the width of the cloud. Look how wide my cloud is. It's not starting to come together. It's not doing any of that. This is still pointing down. This is trying to come up, which is why you're getting a little love here, but it's not. It's not. And so I got to get you guys to understand that. Let me close this while I'm talking. This ain't gonna, I missed my 4,000. I was trying to do 4,000 only, but I missed that. So it's okay. Yeah.
Oh
see.
my God, I'm finna go get the ARD.
Is it gonna go let me back up? Nope. It's not. Let's see here.
Storage.
Yeah,
I got
I
two
was
dark
watching your
momentums.
screen, and I was like, "Why she ain't pushed the button yet?" I've been pushed the button.
Yeah, because and that's what I'm trying to show. I want you guys to see, like, you hope after hope after hope after hope, and it just gets bigger and bigger. And that's how we mess up our accounts. So I just wanted to
Order filled.
But so y'all know I'm gonna be trading tonight. But anyway, I'm gonna take a break from the charts and then come back with a new analysis. I'm not going to come in right now and try to get into the market. But I just want to show you guys this bit. And again, we have to know how to win and we have to know how to lose. But I'm so glad you told me to put the trend cloud back on, because I can show you. Let me show you the differences in the trend cloud. You see how this trend cloud here, it's here, it's kind of wobbly. It's got, blue, but it's still going up. You got some good solid blue, then you got a little bit good solid blue. Now it's starting to break down. This cloud is breaking down. Now look at all of this white. The cloud is telling you now it starts to break down. You're breaking down in this rangy area. You got breakdown. Now, do you see any breakdown here?
None.
Exactly. So that's what I'm trying to say when I say that this tool helps, it helps. You have no breakdown here. There's no indication that it, hope among hope that it's coming back. There's none right now. Right now, I'm not saying it's not going to come back. I'm saying not right now. Now you lost your 15. You see what I'm saying? It's not coming back. Not to say that it's not coming back, but you don't care about when it's coming back. You don't want to hold on until it comes back. You want to get out, cut the loss that you can cut. And I could have had zero loss. I could have had zero loss on this had I got out at the top when it went back profitable. That was my opportunity to get out. And this was a good lesson because it showed you by holding on, instead of getting out, taking that little $100, $200 profit, it cost me $4,000.
Yeah.
You see, and that's what we do because we don't want to take the little $200, but I'd rather have the $200 than right now. And I can say that, but it's hindsight. Now, yeah, I knew that this was coming up among the support and that, yeah, it's starting to, you see a little curve happening, but I don't have anything indicating because, when we revenge trade, we start to see stuff. Oh, I can see it's going back up and I'm going to get in. No, I'm not until I see 4 points of a trend. I can see 4 points of a downtrend. I can see that right now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Can I see? So I'm not going to get in the buy. If anything, you pull back, and as long as it makes a lower low, you can get into a sell. But you do what it's telling you, not what your heart wants it to do.
Okay.
You do what it's telling you, not what your heart wants to do. And I held on because my heart wanted it to go up. My heart wanted it to go up. So I held on, and that's what we do wrong. That was the wrong thing to do. But I'm kind of glad that, I know that this is all divine. I know you guys needed to see me, the instructor, doing that.
Exactly.
So that you don't do it. You needed to see me. You seen me up here come from 3,000 and come all the way back to 200 profit, I believe it was. I could have clicked out and not had to worry about any of this and been looking for another trade. Now that I got my 4 points and it's telling me it's going down, I'll be waiting for a pullback to go into a sell and make my $1,000 that way. You see what I'm saying? You see how me not being flexible, not following my own rule. I know that. I told you guys that a couple times before it even went back up. I said, because I came from such a deficit, when it gets to a point where I'm in profit or break even, I get out and wait. I said that to you guys. You can go back and look at the video and see. I said it before it did that. I said it, but I didn't do it. And that's where we have the problem. I said it, but I didn't do it. So I know that's the rule, but I didn't follow my own rule. And it cost me. This is why discipline is so important. Discipline is more important than skill. I have the skill set because I knew what to do and I knew what it was gonna do. So I have the skill set, no question. But did I follow my own rule according to my skill set? And that's why I say I can teach you the skill, but that ain't gonna make you profitable. It's all mindset and discipline. He said, write the vision, make it plain. The vision is your trading plan. You got to make your trading plan. You got to know why you get in. I have my rules. I have my trading plan. I knew that. I told you guys that.
Yes.
But I didn't follow it. So again, that's that
Do
emotional.
not stay up all night.
Oh, I'm not staying up all night, but I'm going to trade tonight.
No, just do your analysis and set your alert.
No, I don't, that's not how I scalp. I don't scalp with alerts. You have to trade based on your manner. If alerts work for you, then you trade with alerts. I don't trade with alerts. But I can teach you how the alerts work, but I don't trade with alerts. I watch it because I can see, I knew what to do, but I'm not gonna do anything until I know that it's,
you gonna-
say it again.
Are you gonna be looking for a buy?
I don't know. I'm not looking for a buy or a sell. I'm looking for what it's going to tell me. So
Okay.
right now it's telling me, and that's what I just said. So I just talked about the fact that I have a high, a low, a lower high, and a lower low. That is a downtrend. So if I was looking for anything, I would be looking for a sell right now. If I was to look to get back in the market, I would be looking for a sell, right? If I was looking to get in the market. But I said, I always take a break from the charts and come back. And then, because what that does is right now, like how you said, are you going to be looking for a buy? Because that's what I previously was looking at. So that's what you bring. You bring your prejudice in
Right.
from what you were previously doing if you don't take a break from the chart. That's why I take a break from the chart. Now, I probably won't come back to the chart till probably about 11 or 12, because I know those are times that you get a burst of trading at that time. So that's probably when I'll come back, just so you guys know, you'll get a burst of trading because another one of the
London market.
exchange is open. Exactly. So
Oh,
that's
you
probably
see-
when I'll come back. But I'm just letting you guys know, like, that's how I trade. I trade based on what the market is telling. I'm not looking for a buy or a sell. I'm looking to come back and see what the chart tells me to look for, to do. See, that's what we bring back with us. You don't want to bring back that same prejudice of, oh, you know, I'm looking to see, is it going to go? Because it's what you're actually doing, whether you know it or not. You're holding on to your need to be right.
And that's what I have a problem with. Not,
Mhm.
yeah, I really do. That's my issue.
You're holding on. So I have to be right that this was coming back up. Let that go. It doesn't matter, because you win whether if I get in a buy or a sell, whichever one goes to my take profit, I'm profitable. So I don't care if it's a buy or a sell. It don't matter to me. I want the one that's profitable, whichever one that is. And that's how I look at it. Whichever one is going to make me profit, that's the one I want to go into. I have no preference on a buy or sell. None. So that's how you look at, and that's why I say mindset. The mindset is the most important part of it. Has nothing to do with nothing else but mindset. But again, what happens is we get into the trade, like even when Howard was saying, oh, it's going to make one more dip, then it's going to come up, because we want to be right about that analysis, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that it's going to make that dip and come back up. That doesn't matter right now. What matters right now is I want to take my loss early, save my account so that I can go back in and trade again.
There you go.
That's what you want to do. And that's where you run into trouble, because we want, it's just human nature to want to be right. It just is. So at any time during this trade, I could have, but again, like I said, my number was here, but I still waited till I was way down here. But this candle right here should have been my exit. Because I said, when this candle breaks below this area, that is my exit. But I was listening, I using my emotional,
Right.
always going to make one more breakdown and come back up, one more breakdown and come back up. And it probably will. I'm not saying that it won't, but this was my exit. This was my exit plan. And I would have been at much less of a loss here than I was here, if I followed just my, even in following my exit plan. This was my exit plan. My exit plan was, if it breaks down below, it's making a lower low market structure. It's based on a sound judgment. It's based on a sound plan. And I have to trust that. And I should have exited and waited to see what it was going to do. But being emotional in it and hoping that it's going to go back up. Oh, maybe it's going to go back up. That's what keeps us from being consistently profitable. We get the big wins and the big losses. that's not consistently profitable. Because this is a big difference. I think this was up here, I was probably like, you know, maybe 2,000 of loss. Here I'm 4,000. Big difference, double the loss. That's what we do when we don't stick with our plan.
Okay.
Okay? Everybody got that?
Yeah.
Yes, we do.
Yep. Yep.
All right. All right. So I'm gonna close. Go ahead.
If you're getting on tonight, I'll be out.
Oh my gosh, Howard is too much. Howard is too much.
Just put it on in the Telegram. I'll be out.
I'll put it in the Telegram, but I'm not gonna be teaching. I'm just gonna be trading.
I'll just trade. That's
Yeah.
fine.
Okay, all right. I'm not gonna be teaching
Okay, what
because I'm
Telegram you putting it in? Under Howard's?
gonna be tired.
Ooh, that thing hit.
Yeah, probably. Who I don't know. Yeah, probably Howard's. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Put it-
Howard, I'll probably just get on your Telegram. If you know, put your Telegram in there, and then I'll jump on yours
Guys, so I'll put my Telegram
instead of
in
the
there.
because these ones are the training. I don't want it to be in the recording.
No problem. Got you. I'll put it as soon as you put in.
See,
I'm
this
in.
would this would have been
Wow.
pulled back, it pulled back, and it's coming back down, right?
Right.
It's coming back down. So that's what I'm trying to say. Like, so you had all of this white, no, nothing to indicate, right? So the minute that it came below here, this was crystal white, right? This is where I
That's
should have
right.
got out. You see what I'm saying? There was no gray coming in there. There was no
Yeah.
hope there. There was, the gray would have gave you some hope. There was no hope there. All of these are pretty much dark red. I don't have any 2 in a row that are, you know,
Yeah.
lighter red. You
No,
see what I'm trying to
um,
say? I'm just trying to show you guys that even I can get caught up in emotional trading. So it's really important to know your plan and to stick to it. I said it the whole time. When it drops below here, but did I follow it?
Got it.
Right? Right? I gotta follow it regardless. I'm just as accountable as anybody else. You know, I told you I'm clear, I'm transparent. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it for you.
I hear you. I hear you.
Okay.
Quick.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still at GCZ.
Mm-hmm. And you can
Hi.
trade whichever one you want to trade. It's just a different contract. That's all.
You can do the a macro, right? It would be an M in front of it.
It would be an M if it's a micro. Yes, in front of it.
Yeah, different contract, meaning.
It doesn't. It's like trading another type of gold. That's all.
Okay.
You're,
Got it.
I mean, yeah. But you're still trading gold. It's not that
Got it.
you're not trading gold. You're still trading gold. You're just trading a different kind of gold.
Okay. Gotcha. I got
Mhm.
it. I'm with
Got
you.
it?
All right.
All right. Well, I'm going to
I'm
end
with
this
you, sir.
session. I don't know if you guys can tell my eyes are a little tired. Go take me a quick little nap
Take a little nap.
and get up in a
See
few
you in a
hours.
few. Gotcha.
Okay, Howard. All right. Good night,
All right.
everybody.
All right, good night.
Good night. Love you.
Love you too. Good
All
night.
right.
How are you in your joint?